Legends say that deep in forests, inside ancient temples, a great treasure is hidden, one that only a thinker can find. Treasure is guarded by three lords: the truthful lord who always tells the truth, the lying lord who always lies, and the random lord who answers sometimes truthfully and sometimes not. Anyone has at most 3 yes or no questions to figure out which is which. But it's not that simple. The lords understand every language perfectly, but they answer in their own language. In this language, the words da and ja mean yes and no, but you don't know which one means yes and which one means no. So you have 3 yes or no questions that you can ask any lord, but you don't know which lord you're speaking to, and also you don't know the meaning of the words da and ja. You can ask more than one question from the same lord, and it doesn't have to be a different lord each time. And also you can design your question based on the previous answer. The key is to design the question so that any answer gives you information. Let's call the truthful lord T, the lying lord F, and the random lord R. First, to solve the problem of not knowing the meaning of the word da and ja, we use themselves in the questions. Second, if we phrase a question hypothetically, it doesn't matter if the lord is T or F. For example, suppose we want to ask if 2 plus 2 equals 4. Instead of asking it directly, we say, if I ask you whether 2 plus 2 is 4, would your answer be da? If da means yes, and we're talking to T, they truthfully answer da. But if we're talking to F, the inner question, the answer would be no, but because they're liar, the answer also would be da. But if da means no, so the inner question's answer would be ja, and so both T and F, again they both answer da. So the important result is, if we ask T and F this kind of questions, if the statement is true, they will answer da. And if the statement is false, they would answer ja. And this is regardless of the actual meaning of the words da and ja. Now the only problem is R, because it answers randomly. So for the first question, we have a mission to do. We have to figure out which lord is definitely not R. For the first question, we will ask the middle lord, if I ask you whether the lord on my left is R, would your answer be da? So here, if the answer is da, either I'm talking to the R, so it's R itself, or I'm not talking to R and I'm talking to T or F, which because I got a da answer, the phrase is true and this one could be R. So if the answer is da, we would be sure that our right lord is not R, absolutely. And if the answer is ja, we are sure that our left lord is not R, definitely. Imagine we got a da answer, so we are sure that this one is definitely not R. So we ask him, if I asked you whether you're F, would your answer be da? So in this case, we can identify his identity. So once we know if it's T or F, again, we will ask him if the lord in the middle is R. And then based on the answer, we can identify the third lord too. Thanks for watching, see you next time!